guys, welcome to the first pickups video. This is a new series on this channel where I will be showing you my pickups. Duh. I'll be uploading one of these once a month. Why once a month? Usually I don't get a lot of stuff when I'm out game hunting, so doing one of these like once a week or something like that would be quite pointless, because some weeks I will maybe get 1 or 2 games, maybe less, so in the beginning of each month, I will be uploading one of these, sort of as like filler content, if you will. Just something to like post in between the bigger videos. As you might be able to tell, I'm not using my regular camera right now. This camera I borrowed from a family member, someone who's not in town that often, so don't expect this to be like the video quality in future videos. Usually I use this, a digital camera I got for like $1 off the internet. I have a lot of lighting problems with this, so so the way that we're going to do this is just go through everything I found in January, and I'll just be showing you everything in the order that I found it, really. So there's no real build-up to the more special things, if any, you know. So here goes. My glasses are dirty. Just realized that. Can't see shit. So on the 3rd of January, I went to like a local flea market that is here like once a month. Can't really call it flea market, it's more like a flea shop. Maybe. There I found this. It's a plug and play. Vibration X-Racer. It was like the equivalent of $2, so why not? So on January 5th I went to a town that's like 25 minutes away from here, where there's a lot more like thrift shops, thrift stores, you know. There's like maybe 5 or 6 of them there. Usually most of them don't have anything, but you gotta look to find something. And the one where I never really found anything, I actually got a pretty good score. So I got these. There were a few DS titles, which I don't find very often. So there's like a game to help you learn English. Maybe? Ratatouille! Or however the fuck you pronounce that. Professor Layton and the Curious Village. See, I don't have any Professor Layton games in my collection, so this was actually pretty sweet to find. The box is in French, so yeah. But I bought it anyway because it is multilingual, so English is an option. Should be good. And then there were some PS2 games. There wasn't really a lot of, you know, special things, but some good ones. A few good ones. There was Platinum Edition Lego Star Wars, the video game. The Getaway. Whatever. The Great Escape. So I'm pretty sure I saw a review of this on the internet by a certain British guy, so it's gonna suck. Hitman Contracts. See, I played a lot of the Hitman games back in the day, so that's pretty sweet. Building up my Hitman collection. I think I have all of them on PS2, but I'm not really sure. But hey, it's always cool. This is probably one of the better ones in this haul right here. Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence. See, I didn't have Metal Gear Solid 3 in my collection, so that's pretty fucking awesome. I have 1 and 2, so yay! This is a weird one. Disney's Club Penguin Game Day! Whee! Yeah, I don't know. It's for the Wii. And a game that I already have like 2 copies of. But hey, you can't go wrong with buying a copy of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. For some reason I didn't really look at the case when I bought it. I just bought it because it was like Super Smash Bros., right? But turns out the cover is in German. Yay! I usually try to stay away from German covers. They're pretty common around here. So, but hey, it is multilingual. It says down here, right there. 10 games. Cost me about just under $11. So a little bit over $1 a game. There's so much glare in here. On the way home we went to a shop that's at like a junkyard, I guess, where they sell like the sellable things that gets thrown out. I've been pretty lucky there in the past, but it's never a given, so I got a few DS games there too. Star Wars Lethal Alliance. Completing everything. By the way, everything up until now has been complete in box with manual and everything, so should probably get better at telling you stuff like that. Pokemon Dash. I've heard this isn't like the best Pokemon game out there. It doesn't have its manual, but whatever. It's a Pokemon game. Pokemon Pearl. And this one is complete, but yeah, I think I already have it. What on the surface looks to be Pokemon Diamond, but if you open it up, no manual, and the game in there is actually Pokemon Ranger. Now I have a case for Diamond if I ever get that one. So I went to the local grocery store and saw that they had some games marked down. For some reason I picked up Tamagotchi Party On the Wii for like $3, so I don't know. You see, I usually don't like spending over $2 for a game. Pretty much whatever console is for. But sometimes there's just some games that I really want, and well, and if you really want them, you pay a bit more. That's just how it is. I ain't really made of money though. But for real though, I don't really have a lot of money to spend each month, so it's not just because I'm cheap. You know, I am cheap, no doubt, but it's also really a combination of me not having a lot of money, so that kind of forces me to be cheap, if you will. But here, now where were we? I have absolutely no idea. Like $2 per game, but sometimes when you really want a game, you just have to. And these are not really the greatest example, but it's not the worst bunch to get. I paid $3 a piece for these, so not really a lot over. Still a pretty good deal though. Worms Forts Under Siege. Seems to gull up in this bitch. Bombastic! To be honest with you, I've never heard of this game. But it's released by Capcom, and I usually pick up anything I can find that's Capcom, so... Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII. Now this is like the third copy I have of this game. And on the PS3, Time Crisis, Blazing Storm. Always liked, you know, light gun games, so... why the hell not? See, I went on Facebook and just wrote on the different groups with people that buy and sell stuff. Like, does anybody have any video games? And, well, a couple of people answered, so I actually got these 4 through that, so... I've done it before without really getting anything, but this time I actually got a lot of replies, so... it's pretty cool. Now see, this is probably the best pickup of the month. Once again, one of the people who answered me on Facebook said she has some N64 games. And I never get anything like older than PlayStation 1 really, so that was actually pretty cool. I ended up buying a N64. I already have like 2, but it's always good with a spare. Doesn't have any expansion pack though, but it's alright. And the games! Superman 64! Yay! Yeah. Super Mario 64, of course. Star Wars Rogue Squadron. Squadron. South Park Rally. Body Harvest. I actually think I already have this complete in box. 1080 Snowboarding. From my understanding, this is like one of the must-have titles on the N64. I don't know. Should be a pretty good snowboarding game. I prefer snowboard kids. It's right back here. Somewhere. WCW NWO Revenge. It's like Hulk Hogan, Goldberg, Kevin Nash, Raven. Almost dropped all my games. Turok 2 Seeds of Evil. I think this is like the glitchy version, isn't it? Pokemon Stadium. Once again, like third copy I have of this. International Superstar Soccer 98. Extreme G2. It's a racing game. Cruising USA. It's a racing game. And finally, Castlevania. which I also already have completed a box. So all of that I picked up for about 30 bucks, so pretty good deal all around. You know, a lot of comments, but as I said, I don't really find N64 games that often. So at the same place they actually have some PS2 games. Nothing that I really wanted, except one. Legacy of Kain Defiance. I've been looking to like complete my Legacy of Kain collection for a while, so it's always good to find one. I paid like $1.50 for it, so it's pretty cool. I've got the manual and everything. So after I picked up all the N64 stuff, I went to another one that I found on Facebook. Didn't really have a lot, but I picked up a couple of PS2 games, Hitman 2 and Sly 2. Now I have all 3 Sly games on the PS2, so yay. And I also picked up a Game Boy Advance SP, the Tribal Edition. It's pretty beat up, but it works. On the 10th I went to like another junkyard shop. This one is local, so I'm there pretty often. They don't really ever have anything special there. And it was like a hurricane outside, and I don't know why I chose to walk out there. I figured I walked all this way in this fucking hurricane. Something. They didn't have anything new, but I just purchased some fillers. 2 of them I already have. I wasn't really sure, so... But Sonic Heroes, Platinum Edition, GTA, Liberty City Stories, Platinum Edition once again. And now 3 that I knew I didn't have. Need more games. Looney Tunes Back in Action, another cartoon game. Cartoon Network Racing. It's like Dexter and Dee Dee and Johnny Bravo and the Powerpuff Girls and Cow and Chicken and Mojojojo. And for some reason I showed you the next game without it. So the last game I got there was The Simpsons Hit and Run. Once again, a game I didn't have, so might as well pick it up. I picked those up for like $1.50 each, so it's alright. Yet another Facebook purchase, if you will. Games. So on PS3 here we have Wet, Virtua Tennis 3, SingStar. Never gonna play that. NBA Jam, FIFA 11, DJ Hero 1 and 2. I don't have the mixer thing, but yeah. AC/DC Live, you know, rock band. Afro Samurai, features Samuel L. Jackson. Castlevania Lords of Shadow. I'm always looking to expand my Castlevania collection. It's not really going that well, and the entire reason I really bought all these games. Devil May Cry HD collection. I love the Devil May Cry games and I have them on PS2, but to play them in high definition is gonna be cool, I guess. And they also had 2 Wii games. Rayman Raving Rabbids TV Party. I actually don't know if this is any good, but I love Rayman. Grew up with that shit. And Resident Evil 4. I love Resident Evil, so it's pretty much a no-brainer whenever I find like Resident Evil game. Even though if I have it already, it's always nice to have some extras. So all of those I got for like $40. Not the best deal in the world, but not the worst, so I can live with it. It's about $3 a game. Then on the 17th I received a package in the mail. Hey, look at that, I ran out of space on the camera. It happens. So as I said, I received a package in the mail with 4 Xbox games in it. Once again, from a guy on Facebook. Pirates, The Legend of Black Cat. Classics version of The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Hitman 2, this time on the Xbox. And last but not least, Blood Omen 2. Another Legacy of Kain game. You know, you can actually blame a certain YouTuber for me wanting to collect these Legacy of Kain games. I'm not gonna say who. Shit. So all of these I got for just under $8. That's pretty good. So later that same day I went to pick up some games once again from someone I met on Facebook. And this is a good example of when I pay a little bit more for games that I really want in my collection. So you have 3 Wii games that I wanted. There's Metroid Prime 3. I'm also always looking to like expand on my Metroid collection. I actually think this is my first Metroid game. I have picked one up since, but that's not going to be in this video. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, the Crystal Bearers. That's a long ass title. And the best of the 3, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I know that a lot of people don't like the motion controls in this, but I love me some Zelda. I bought these 3 for $6 a piece. A bit more than I usually would, but I still think it's a pretty good deal considering it's all quality. And after that I went to pick up 2 other Wii games from someone else. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 and Wii. That rhymed. And I have to read for this one. Naruto, Shippiden, Clash of Ninja Revolution 3 European version. Whatever. These two didn't have their manuals, sadly, but hey, we already made the deal, so I picked them up for like $3 each. So, if you haven't figured out yet, where I live we have a different currency than where most of you might live, which is why I gravitate to one of the more common currencies, which is US dollars, of course, like calculating the currency, giving you a currency you might understand a bit better. So on the 20th I went game hunting once more, a little further away this time, like an hour away, going to some of the stores. See, I pretty much collect everything video game related, whether it be games, posters, magazines, figures, whatever. So at the first store I picked up some figures. Some Pokemon's figures. God damn, that's a lot of dust. Can you see that? So I got a really banged up Meowth. Missing some of the ear, and the eye has been like poked out. It's been a Pokemon's massacre. A little Tailo. Can you even see it because of all the shine? There we go. Plusle and Minun. All of those Pikachu ripoffs. You wanna make out? A Matchup. And for some reason, 2 Lotats. A Beautifly. A little Torchic. Oh, you're so cute. Eat you up. A Charmeleon, and a Blaze Chicken! Wow! Hey look, it's the Duke of the fucking Waves! So in the next store we went to, there weren't really a lot of games. I bought one game, a DS game, and it was actually marked at like $4, but I actually talked them down and got it for $1.50. And it's Super Mario 64 DS. So, can't really go wrong with that. In the next store we went to, I got a couple of PS1 games and a PS2 game. Nothing special, pretty much just fillers. At this point of the trip I just wanted to get something to bring home. The first one, Rushdown, which is like a racing game of some sort. WWF Warzone. I have to admit I love these old wrestling games, so it's not all bad. And the PS2 title is Action Man Alpha Teens on Machines. That just sounds weird. On the way home we went to the junkyard shop where I got the Pokemon games, and I picked up a couple of PS2 games, nothing special, but Worms 3D, and one that I've never really seen out in a while. It's not rare or anything, but I had to pick it up. Extermination. The cover looks almost half holographic or something. And the very last thing that I picked up in January, I picked up on the 27th. It was at a store that I frequent. I was actually out game hunting, but it was the only thing I found all day. Worms Blast. I'm getting a lot of Worms games, huh? I grew up with Worms, I love Worms, but the newer ones doesn't really do it for me, but hey, it's Worms. So that was everything I picked up in January. As I said, these videos will be like once a month in the beginning of every month, because usually I don't really find this much stuff. I know it's not a lot compared to other guys on YouTube picking up stuff, but hey, it's like a lot compared to what I usually get. So I'm pretty happy with what I got this month. So this is the end of the first pickups video. Got some good stuff, got some meh stuff. All in all, I'm pretty happy with what I got in January. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe and all that shit YouTubers usually say. And be on the lookout for the next Mega Man on PC video. The next one is actually just going to be a short one, noting some of the stuff that didn't make it in the Mega Man X video. It's not going to be part 3, it's probably going to be like part 2.5 maybe. But hey, I'll see you guys in the next pickups video. Bye! How easy was it to tell that I've never been on camera without a script? I keep looking over here, like on the screen of this camera. It's distracting. I can see myself. Bye.